Burnout underscore IRL says successfully started the stream.
All right. Hopefully that'll get us transcoding. If not, you know what? I think I'm just gonna kill the whole kick thing for the next stream because I really like having transcoding because it helps with people that are on cell phone signals. Ooh, actually, you know what? They might not approve that clip. If somebody could,
Bird says we are back.
If somebody could re-clip that for me, if you can go back in the VOD and get me showing the fish all the way up to the final weight, because I didn't show the fish after the final weight. They might not approve that. So if you could get me to the point to where I'm showing you the fish all the way to the point to where it does the final weight, I'd appreciate that. Because that could have been anything, now that I think about it.
Rogue underscore XD says my first clip shows you netting the carp and then the second the weight.
Yeah, it's got to be all in one though. And thank you though.
Rogue underscore XD says I see. Okay. Good to know.
Yeah, normally what I do is I do the 0, then I do the weight, and then I show the fish. Well, I showed the fish first this time, so it's kind of a little backwards on my part.
Says yes, they are funny about things.
Yep. But that's good that the bigger ones are biting, or at least so far one is. Did Barrican get the net weight pinned up top? Did that work for him?
Pudgybird says he pinned it.
Okay. It's just weird that I can't pin it. I don't know why.
NDH1990 says, hey OG.
Hey, how's it going? What's up, Randy? You just missed a fish we caught. So we know there's at least two. Unless that little one put on 6 pounds.
NDH1990 asks how big.
I don't know what the final weight of it was. I think it was 6.5-ish, somewhere around there. 6.5 pounds.
NDH1990 says, right on man. Oh, Huff says, what kind of fish was it? I
Carp.
missed it.
It was a common carp.
Churn says 6.85.
6.85. Nice.
NDH1990 says, anyone clip it.
I think somebody's working on it right now. Because the first clips we got was just the 0-0.
Boss lady says, good morning.
Hey, morning, boss lady. The clips that we got were 0.0 weight and then the final weight, but we didn't show the fish. Or we showed the fish first.
NDH1990 says, cool.
So we showed the fish first and then did the weights, but they clipped the weights and not the fish because I gave poor instruction. So I think somebody might be going back and getting it. I'm not sure. But it was like 15 minutes ago. So many geese hanging out. That just means we reset the clock, so now we go
Budgiebird says
till
hello at badass_boss lady.
9:30. Whoops. Didn't want to do that. There we go. Go till 9:30. If we don't catch another carp, then we go back to live bait for a half hour.
Boss lady says hey Budgiebird. Boss lady says I didn't think you would be out today.
Yeah, we're gonna be out until it gets too hot. Or too windy, one of the two.
Boss lady says hot and poor air quality.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the air quality.
Budgiebird says crazy weather there at badass_boss lady. Boss lady says yes there is Budgiebird. Gooseman Inc. says hey OG.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, Mr. Moose?
Gooseman Inc. says not much. Gooseman Inc. says how's the fishing?
Well, we got one so far. Got like a 6.8 pound carp.
Mooseman Inc. says cool cool. Your wife says morning.
Good morning. How's our wind noise doing? Are we still not grabbing any wind noise? Because it's a little windy out.
NDH 1990 says sounds clear.
Sounds good? All right.
Mooseman Inc. says I don't hear anything.
Perfect. I like these new mics.
Pudgybird says good here.
I like this new mic.
1990 says hey Roger White. NDH 1990 says Ruger. Boss Lady says hey Randy. Pudgybird says hey I'd Rugger White. Boss Lady says hello Rugger White. Mooseman Inc. says is that a duck?
Yep, that's a mallard out in front of us. To the right is a goose.
Boss Lady says hello Moose. Mooseman Inc. says hey Boss Lady. Mooseman Inc. says ducks are awesome.
They're awesome to eat.
NDH 1990 says hey Boss Lady. Mooseman Inc. says yeah that too.
Oh, there they go. One girl and 4 guys. Don't give up on her. Go get her. It's just like your typical day at the club, right? 5 minutes and we try live bait again.
Bruce asks, what bait are you using now?
Right now I'm using pack bait trying to catch carp, but since opener happened this last weekend, we've got some small sucker minnows and some fatheads. See if there's any toothy things out here, walleye, northerns. But what we've been doing is we've been swatching out every half hour. So we go a half hour. If we don't catch a fish, then we switch. But since we just caught a fish on that last one, we extended it another half hour for the carp. But you know, we got 3 minutes. If we don't catch a carp within 3 minutes or get a decent bite, we're gonna switch it back over to live bait. I don't know how well it's gonna work this time because I took the jig head off, and I'm just using a regular hook.
Bruce says, oh yeah, I've never tried pack bait.
Yeah, it's really simple. It's just panko breadcrumbs, sweet corn, and strawberry jello. You mix it all up and you get a doughy, pasty kind of concoction that you throw on a feeder, a method lead feeder. Throw some real corn on a hook, and boom.
Bruce says, Ethier night crawlers are regular worms.
Yeah, I've used those. I mean, I used those before. Especially if I'm getting ready to catfishing, I'll throw some night crawlers on a big jig head and toss it out there and catch a bunch of bullheads. But we're not catfishing today.
Erican says, I see boss lady woke up.
Yep, boss lady woke up.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding dong!
Zero, thanks for that follow. Welcome in. Appreciate it. We're on that road to 7,000 followers. We're getting there. Nope, 9:30. Time to go back to live bait. I don't even know how well this is going to work because I took that jig head off and just put a regular hook on it. I don't even know if I'm going to be able to cast it out, to tell you the truth. Probably not.
Boss lady says, I've been up for a while barracking, but I was getting some stuff done. I also have an appointment later and won't be able to stay on long.
You and your appointments, boss lady. Oh, is there something on here? Nope. It was just drag caused by the pack bait. So here, I'll show you. So this is what's called a
American
method lead
says
feeder.
that sounds like boring adulting stuff. No fun.
That's what's called a method lead feeder. And then you got a hook below it, and I put real corn on. You just put the pack bait around it.
Boss Lady says, oh, I would love to cancel this one today, but I can't.
All right, let's find
Boss
us.
Lady says, I'm old American.
Let's find us a big fat head or a big sucker minnow. You'll work. Come here, you. Little hook right behind the fin.
This says, do what Boss Lady 29 and hold it. Lol.
Oh, that actually casts pretty good. That actually casts pretty good for not having any weight on it.
Says, yeah, there you go, Moose.
You know, we just watch our bobber.
American says, look at Moose trying to earn brownie points. Lol.
Now we just gotta hope that that minnow swims down.
Boss Lady says, lol.
We just gotta hope that minnow swims down, doesn't sit around on the surface.
Moose says, brownies wear lol.
There we go, now he's swimming down a little bit. And we give this until 10 o'clock. Don't like how the bobber's coming into shore. Ooh. This bobber's just coming right into shore.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding dong!
Real life, thanks for the follow. Look at that bobber, it just came right into shore here. Let's cast him out again.
Real underscore life underscore include cars. 126 says Justin. Love keeping up with Benchmark Flash. You guys are monsters.
Well, we got one carp earlier, now we're trying to catch a toothy thing. Now we're seeing if there's any walleye or northern. We've just been switching it up every half hour. We don't get anything in a half hour, then we go back to either carp or we go to walleye northern. I think what I'll do on this next one though is I'll set this back up with that floating jig head. And we'll cast it out there further. Especially if that little bugger's gonna keep coming into shore like he is.
Speed Buzz says, any luck so far?
We caught a 6.85 pound carp.
Speed Buzz says, nice. Maybe it will be the build up to one of those hogs.
Yeah, maybe. I'm just happy that the carp are biting again. The water's warmed up a little bit. Hopefully they got their spawn on. Yeah, I think what I might do is I might just take the bobber off of this.
Boss Lady says he needs a few monsters to catch up.
I need a lot of monsters to catch up. I think I might just take the bobber off this and throw the weight on there and leave it with just the bare hook on it. Toss it out. And not put the floating jig head on it. Especially with the bobber coming back in. So yeah, I'm gonna do that. Cause I don't like it coming in so far like this. I want it to be out there. Did you try exclamation point standings?
Andy says yes.
Huh. Wonder why
Boss
that's
Lady
not working.
says after Wednesday it will be cooler, but then you work the weekend.
Yep.
Boss Lady says not working.
Well, that's weird. Let me get some drag out here. There we go.
Boss Lady asks, should I write a note in your Discord?
No, that might just be a thing on their end. I don't know.
Boss Lady says get it working, Barracan.
It's not a Barracan thing. The bot might not be on. I'll check here in a second as soon as I get this back out. For some reason, Streamlabs bot likes to turn off. Oh, you know what? Because I changed my name, I bet you the bot didn't turn on. Yeah, give me a second here. I'll look.
Buzz says morning.
Morning, Buzz. Looks like you guys had a little fun.
Boss Lady says hey Buzz.
Looks like you guys had a little fun up north there, huh? Alright.
Andy says, what up, Fuzz? Boss Lady says, Fuzz, not Buzz.
Oh, Fuzz. What's up, Fuzzy?
Fuzz says, ha ha ha.
Alright, let's get him out there.
Fuzz says, hey, Randy. Fuzz says, what's up, Boss Lady?
Alright, he's out there. Let me check this Streamlabs real quick.
Boss Lady says, not much fuzz. Hope you're doing well.
Not StreamYard, Streamlabs. CloudBot is on. There it is. I don't know, I just turned it off and turned it back on, so hopefully that took care of it.
Erican says, might just had to log into the page to sync the name change.
Yeah, probably.
Buzz asks, any fish this morning?
We caught just under 7-pound carp. Going back and forth every half hour. Live bait, looking for a walleye or northern. If nothing bites on that, then we switch back to carp for a half hour.
Buzz says, nice.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that.
Andy says, need to update your new one on there.
Can you be more specific? Oh, the fish I caught? Yeah, I don't think it got submitted yet because I don't think we got a good enough clip, but I'll take care of it when I get home.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding
Randy
dong!
says, oh, gotcha.
Jackal, thanks for that follow. Appreciate you. Welcome in. On that road to 7,000, we're trying to catch Fuzzy. I'm trying to catch the Fuzzster.
Boss Lady says, thank you for the follows today.
Well, if I was to go over to the spot that I normally fish closer to the dam, we wouldn't have any wind.
Buzz says I took today off. Lol.
Did ya? Took the day off from fishing or took the day off of working? I'm assuming fishing because I don't think you're working yet. Are you thinking maybe about going full time again, Fuzz, or what's the plan?
Buzz says fishing.
Yeah, you sent your guys' Texas weather up here. We're gonna have like a 90-degree stretch here for like the next couple of days. But then we drop back down into the 60s on the weekend, so.
Buzz says nah, cannot afford full time yet.
Gotcha.
Boss lady says at least my central air is working for now.
Oh, did they get it fixed? Was it just the capacitor or was it something else? Yeah, I gotta mess around with my thermostat today when we get home because for some reason it wants to keep defaulting back to 65 degrees. I'm freezing my ass off at night. Then I gotta get up, turn it off. And then when I leave the house to go to work, I forget to turn it back on. Like yesterday, I walked back into the house after work and it was like 85 inside the house. I was like, ugh.
Boss lady says it's leaking. Need a new unit. They
Ooh.
added coolant for now.
They can't find the leak and fix it?
Boss lady says it's a dinosaur unit full of coolant.
Oh.
At this point, they recommend a new unit.
Gotcha.
Rogue_XD says my daughter helped me put in our window AC at 3 a.m. this morning. I told her this is the earliest in the season one have ever put in a window unit. Usually it's July 1st or later.
3 a.m.? Damn. Well, that's right. You said.
Rogue_XD says had to get it in and keep the crested geckos cool so they don't overheat and die.
Oh, gotcha. Whoa.
Rogue_XD says yeah, by 3 a.m. it was actually cool enough to do it without feeling like we were going to pass out lol.
Ah. guys seeing the rod make those sudden movements. That's just the wind. It's just the wind grabbing the line.
_XD exclaims 10 a.m. and it's already 76.
Yeah.
Yuck.
What is it here? 70 right now for me.
Boss lady says yes, 76 here. Tax 670 says 77 I got.
Wow. It's only 70 here right now. Where I'm at. What's up, Rotax? Did you get your garden taken care of this weekend? You usually do a pretty big garden, don't you?
Buddha 69 says it's 71 here in my area. Boss lady says hey Rotax.
Yeah, I'm sure the heat's going to be coming here pretty quick.
Rotax 670 says hey. Boss lady says hey Buddha. Rotax 670 says been putting in drip irrigation.
No, okay. It's all about that drip.
Buddha 69 says hey at badass_boss lady.
We'll let this one go another half hour. Let that live bait sit out there for a minute. The wind's blowing hard enough on the water. We're kind of getting little baby whitecaps.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding dong!
How do we say that name? Is it Peacher? Peacher? Thank you for the follow. Appreciate you. Or is it Preacher? No, it wouldn't be Preacher. It'd be Peacher. Peacher. Something like that.
Erican says, let's ask TTS Pacher.
The chair? Is that what TTS said?
Erican says, yeah, sounds French.
Yeah. Little baby whitecaps. You still doing good on wind noise, or are you guys hearing wind yet? Remember, I can put the mic inside my shirt. It'll cut down on the wind more.
Boss lady says it's good.
It's good? All right.
Boss lady says I don't hear wind.
Oh, 'cause that's blowing pretty good, too. Well, I think Tim's coming along. Tim, the garbage man. Yeah, let's switch back to carp. What? You guys can't hear this wind, huh? And look at it. It's blowing.
You don't think we love
says they're little. Rogue underscore XD says win. It's just a white cap, and lol. Shuriken says just a tad, once in a while when it gusts.
Just tad.
Boss Lady says not really, just certain angles but when you're standing up.
I could probably just throw the mic on the other side of my hat and it would be fine too.
Boss Lady says this.
There, let's try that. We'll put it over on the other side.
Rogue underscore XD says FedEx was just here and dropped off a new 3D printer and yeah, it's windy here too. It held the door open for me while I brought in the 2 heavy boxes.
Nice. I've wanted to get a 3D printer. Oh, why aren't you in the water, buddy? Get out there in the water. Go free. It's your chance to live.
Rogue underscore XD says this is printer number 3 for us now.
Oh, wow.
Here since January.
You just keep getting more because you're printing more and more and more, or you just not like what you get and you just keep upgrading?
Rogue says printing more and more and we can't keep up with the orders we have plus the upcoming hobby shows we have.
Oh, okay. Cool. I've heard those things are quite the power hogs. You notice a significant increase in your electricity bill? Get her. Don't let her fly away.
Quick 670 says my printer has been off for a month. I have too many hobbies lol. Rogue says we also have items on consignment at the pet store. We make gecko, reptile habitat items, articulated toys, storage items, custom gifts, and all kinds of fun stuff.
Oh, cool. What you breaking back there? What you breaking?
Whatever I can find.
Spend at night during off-peak time, so for
How
the
you doing?
most part it
Not too bad.
is. At most, maybe $5 to
We got a little under 7-pound carp, so we're starting to eat now,
Okay, good.
which is a good thing.
Yeah.
Sure, the water temp's gone up a little bit.
That's cool, huh?
Yeah.
Couple degrees. Maybe they'll start biting again.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yeah.
Any crappie action lately?
Pretty small.
Yeah.
I hear one there. Fish the last couple nights.
Boss lady says hello, sir.
It's Tim.
Hi everybody, I'm picking up trash, looking for treasure.
Yeah. We do the same thing when we come down here, pick up a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Well, so we got one lure and one hook.
Yeah, I found a crawfish that people use for bass or something like that. I found one of those earlier.
Okay, can you use that?
Nah, I don't use anything that big.
Yeah, I don't usually either, but we'll hang on to it. Somebody can use it.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yep, have a good one. Here come the Canadian invaders again.
Boss lady says Barrick and your friends are lost here.
Yeah. Barrican keeps sending his troops down here. Well, I'm half tempted to pack up and move over by the dam and get out of the wind. Then we're gonna be in the sun. Maybe we'll go there tomorrow morning.
Boss lady asks what time tomorrow morning.
We'll probably fire it up at 6 o'clock again. I don't know. I haven't checked the weather for tomorrow. I mean, I know it's going to be warm. I don't know what the wind's going to do. This wind is kind of actually chilly.
Ding dong, motherfucker! Ding dong!
Monsters can fly. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. On that road to 7K followers. Let's get it. Kind of wishing that damn sun would get past these trees. Not lying, I'm a little chilly.
Boss lady says the wind doesn't look bad for tomorrow morning.
No? Well, they said today 5 to 15. It seems a lot more than 5 to 15.
Boss lady says about 8 or 9 in the morning.
Oh, go get him. Go get him. Whoa. Some of these little wind gusts make it hard to tell if it's a bite or if it's the wind. And it's blowing my line like 5 feet out to the right now.
American says, hey, be nice. I'll say the trigger word and put our warbirds into fight mode.
Got a couple of your kin down here. I think something might be down there nibbling right now.
Boss lady says, lol. American says, maybe you need to do the old American chum thing. Pack a 10-pound ball of bait on your line. Cast it out, let it blow apart midway.
No, we're getting bit. We're getting bit right now. It's a little one, if it's anything. Maybe not that little.
Boss lady says, only just started. Ours came on a while ago. American says about time.
Oh, there's another small one. This one's really small. This one's really small. Get out of there. That damn fin. All right, let's try to do this way thing again. Look at, he's stuck in the net with his fin. Let's see if we can do this with the wind. There's our 0-0s. Whew. I don't know if we're going to be able to do this with the wind. We got to redo. I need to get his fin unstuck. There we go. That'll help stop it from spinning around. All right, let's try it again. There's our 0 zeros. Perfect. 3.4. Now I'll show you guys the fish. He's just a little guy. Just a little carp. And there he swims away.
House Lady says 3.40. Geopage Machine says baby carp.
Baby carp.
American says net weight 2.03.
Baby carp. No, 2.05. Yeah, that was just a widow guy. Just a widow guy.
American says net weight 2.05. American says 1.35 pounds.
That's smaller than the one that we caught last week. Still not the smallest from what I understand though.
Says my old pin got removed somehow. Boss Lady says total 1.35 pounds. Original _J_ the 2 says can you make it clap?
Can I make what clap? The fish? No, he's already gone. He already swam away, sorry.
Original _J_ the 2 says we're at.
You know what I can make clap? I can make your face clap. Oh wait, never mind. I don't need to do that.
Lady says I got the 0 clip, but couldn't get the weight clip.
Why couldn't you get the weight, boss lady? Could you not see it? Or did I not do it long enough? What? Well, we caught daddy carp. We caught baby carp. Now we need mama carp.
House Lady says too fast. The 0.0 clip was still in the works.
Oh, well, you want to clip it all together. So you want to start it out with the 0, let it run through the weight, and then have me showing the fish. So you want to do it all in one thing. But we need a mod to do a fish plus, exclamation point fish plus. We need that twice if we don't have 2 fish showing. And I'm gonna go talk to a tree.
Erickson says URL. Erickson says they're Yado Box.
Hey, look, another lure. It's a worm. It's a wacky worm. Now let's take a look at Barrican's clip and see how he did.
Zero.
Boss Lady says thank you, Erickson.
Perfect. 3.4. Now Freddie does the piece.
Oh, did we get transcoding when we did that restart, by the way?
Just a little guy. Just a little card.
Perfect. That's a good clip. Thank you, Barrican. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. It's starting to warm up, but that wind's still keeping it chilly. We might be getting another bite.
Us lady asks that's 2 total this morning, right?
Yep. That's 2 thus far, Shooter. If you know the movie reference.
Us lady asks how big was first one this morning. Darrington says your fish counter isn't showing.
No, it won't show up on the screen. It's a text one. So if you do exclamation point fish, it should say OG has caught 2 fish today if they've been added. Unless that's not working also. Well, we got the other one to work.
Us lady says I added both.
Yeah, it's working. It's just a text one. Like I said, until we can get that juicy bottom overlay, then we can run the IRL fish hat. God, I'm actually shivering a little bit, and it's 70 degrees.
Us lady says you should bring a sweatshirt or something.
I've got it up in my truck. Well, we're getting nibbles again. Come on. Yeah, I think I've got like 3 hoodies up in my truck.
Erican says should be soon. I'm working on a master template. Right now I have 1 for IRLFISH and 1 for Street Chat. It's in
Okay.
pain, so going to make it 1 template. Will make updates much easier.
All right.
Us lady asks you only have me for 13 more minutes. Are you stopping around noon?
Yeah, I don't know. I'll go till whenever. It's good. Like I said, anything that you're not here for, maybe somebody else will be. If not, I can handle it. Like mostly just for banning jackasses or timing them out like that other one a little bit ago. Can you make it clap? Fucking dipshits. Was that even somebody on Twitch or was that somebody on Kick? I don't even know if Kick is working today. Yeah, I was here on Twitch.
Us
Yeah.
lady says if you're still on when I get home, I'll come here.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. We'll be good for a while yet.
Us lady says that was on Twitch.
Yeah. We'll be good for a little while yet. I mean, the sun's not beating down on us. We still got shade for like another hour or so. And I'm just hanging out. You know, we've caught 2 fish today, so that's better than we've done with the other 3 streams.
Boss lady says otherwise. I'll be on in the morning.
All right. I plan on coming out tomorrow morning. Hell, if I get out of here early enough, I might come back out later tonight. Go down to the lake, go down to the spot.
Boss lady says yes tonight.
I'd like to do some night fishing, some evening fishing. I just don't know what the weather's gonna be like tonight. I mean, if we hit 90, it'll be too warm out, most likely. Plus, I got more shit to do around the house.
Boss lady says supposed to be 90 today.
Yeah. What, today, tomorrow, and Wednesday it's supposed to be back where we're supposed to be normally? Something like that. Which is good, because I don't go back to work till Friday this week, so Wednesday, Thursday might be decent days.
Boss lady says yes hot through Wednesday.
Oh, through Wednesday now. Yeah, we'll figure something out. Maybe we'll jump on the gaming channel tonight. OG Burnout _ gaming, by the way. I think I might be done doing the name changes though. I think I like these 2 names that I got, these 2 channels. OG
Boss
Burnout.
lady says you need to change the name on Kick.
Yeah, I tried to do it. For some reason, it won't let me. It says you can only do it once every 60 days. Well, I changed the Twitch one and the Kick one on the same day, but Kick's like, it hasn't been 60 days yet, so. It's not like there's anybody over there watching anyway. He said we might just get rid of it.
Thank God. You change your name more than I changed my whitey tighty.
Yeah, I know. Trying to find something that works for me, and I think where I'm at right now, I think I'm good with, because it still says OG Burnout, and I wanna keep it OG Burnout, I guess. Goose fight. Oh, he's getting him good. Was all up on him, beating him with his wings. Oh, that looked like a pike.
Us lady says Barrican that put a nasty image in my head. Barrican says I know how to wipe, so there's no change.
Yeah, well, I know how to bidet, so there's definitely no leakage.
Us lady says I sure hope so. Us lady says LMAO.
I don't want those. I want these. I'm gonna rig up the live bait rod again with a floating jig head, a white and pink one.
Us lady says okay I gotta go. I'll be on your on later.
All right,
Otherwise good morning.
all right, have fun.
Us lady says it. Swedish Simple says good morning off.
Hey, how you doing, pimp?
Well.
We've caught 2 today, so we're not doing terrible.
Swedish Simple says the water is finally warming up.
Yes, it is.
Swedish Pimple says I got out this weekend and caught a few walleyes.
Nice.
So nice to be back in the boat.
Any decent size? Did you get any in the freezer or the fridge?
Swedish Pimple says 19 was the largest.
All
A
right.
few others between 15 to 17 inches.
Those are keepers, aren't they?
Swedish Pimple says great eaters.
Well, there they go harassing her again. All right, this is what we're changing over to. We got about a 2-foot leader. We're gonna switch over, whoops. Gonna switch over to a little bit of a floating jig head, pink and white with a red hook. Since nothing's happening with the carp, we're gonna go ahead and do some more live bait. Hey, if you don't want the boys attacking, you don't make so much noise, little lady. All right, let's find us a nice fathead. Actually, I'm gonna go with you. Smaller sucker minnow. Just like that. All right, let's do it to it. Shh. Jesus. Make some noise.
Swedish Temple says, whoa, that duck may need to be timed out.
I know, all right? She's all horned up. Jacked up on Mountain Dew. Oh, here comes her boyfriend. Her boyfriend shows up, she shuts up. Her boyfriend leaves, she just can't stop fucking yakking. Oh, that wind is really blowing my rod around. Well, it'd sure be nice to.
Poodle says, looks like the wind is just as bad up there. If you see a candle hat blow through, it is mine.
Did you lose your hat? Yeah, it's pretty windy up here. It comes and goes. In fact, looks like it's coming again according to the ripples on the water. Let's see, we could go around the corner over there, back by the dam, and fish there. We'd be out of the wind, but we'd be in the sun. We've only got about 45 minutes or so left here, and then we'll pack it up. Got more shit to get done today. Then maybe we'll fire up the old gaming channel tonight. I'd like to see something hit this small sucker minnow I got out there, though. No, there's Tim. Tim's on the other side of the river now. What we got over there?
Old Pepper says, man, I need to head up to Lake of the Ozarks again and go camping.
Mm-hmm. It's worth it. Just getting out and sucking it all in.
Total says, did you change something? I can't adjust my bit rate anymore.
So we didn't get transcoding this morning. So when I get home tonight, I'm gonna fix that. I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna stop streaming on Kick probably. Just gonna have it set up for Twitch. That way we can have our transcoding. But that's the issue, yeah. Apparently, if you've got transcoding turned on, it fucks up Kick. And like I said, I don't think there's any action happening on Kick, so I think we'll just drop that. Maybe we'll try streaming straight to YouTube. Maybe we'll try that. I do not know. We could also possibly set it up to go live to TikTok too. Maybe that's the play.
Total says, okay, you keep freezing up for me today. That's all.
Yeah, it's because it's 1080. We'll have it fixed for the next stream.
Turtle says okay. Bird fish. Next stream.
We'll get it fixed for the next stream. All right, we'll start packing up here now. Make a trip up to the truck while we let this soak a little bit longer. I got the bait feeder is on. I'm gonna run this up to the truck. You guys watch the pole. Let me know if we get a bite. I'll be right back. Kind of curious how good this mic will be. Get away from the water. Any fish? Any bite? Anything happen? Did we have Mike the whole time?
Swedish Pimple says signal is a little soft. Rod was bouncing a bit, but think it was just wind.
Yeah, most likely. We got the bait feeder turned on, so if there was a fish, it would have gone ring.
Underscore B18er says you cut out at some point. You asked something and it came through jumbled and then it cut out.
Ah, okay. Yeah, it's probably, it's a little walk to get to the truck, so it probably lost signal. Plus, we're down here in the river valley, if you will.
CODR45 says right on. Got one earlier. Morning OG.
Yep, we got two. We got two today, so we've got 3 fish in our bag right now. What's up, audio?
Swedish Simple says your audio.
We've been going back and forth today, so we've been throwing out minnows looking for any toothy fish, walleyes, northerns, catfish, whatever. Doesn't look like any of that's been happening. And we had carp bait out, and we caught 2 carp. We caught another little baby carp. But yeah, you get up the hill a little bit, there's no wind. And it's warm. Whereas down here it's cold and windy. But if we stand over here in the sun, oh yeah, that's a little bit better. I gotta go see if this is a rock over here or if this is a giant fucking turtle. Pretty sure it's a rock, but you never know. Yeah, it's a rock. I couldn't hold you. Hold on. I couldn't hear you. Let me get back over here so I can look at the phone. Alright, what'd you say? No, this is actually a tournament. I mean, we're in the Carp Clash tournament. So best 5 fish, best total weight out of the 5 fish. And there's some people up in the 80s, if not 90s already, if not even further. I haven't checked the standings. You can check the standings if you do exclamation point standings. It'll give you a link to go look at that. But yeah, we're just not catching them. Yeah, we've got 3, but 2 babies under 2 pounds and 1 just under 7. I think maybe tomorrow we'll try it by the dam. We got to see what the weather's looking like. We got to see what the wind's gonna be. And more so for me, it's just getting outside, getting away from all the crap at the house.
Underscore B1 Azer asks Doc Rule, are there any special rules? I am guessing some things you aren't allowed to do, and others change from state to state, right?
So there's a generic rule set for the carp tournament. It's got to be caught on hook and line. You can't go out with a bow, and you can't do any of that. It's common carp or grass carp, I think, either grass carp or mirror carp, one of the two. Two selected species you're allowed to target. And it's a nationwide tournament, or not nation, it's worldwide, international. So if you've got common carp wherever you live and fish, you're more than welcome to participate in the tournament. I think registration's closed though. But it's set up so internationally, if you can catch carp and you're not at a paid lake, you're at a public waters, you can participate in the tournament. We've got people all over doing it. Yeah, I think it's common carp and mirror carp are what they're allowing in the tournament. I'm not 100%. I don't have to worry about it. All I know is I got common carp here.
WDR45 says yes.
Yep. And then you have to be live streaming, so you have to be, doing what I am right now, being live. Catch the fish has to be shown on camera. Then you have to use a scale in the pounds instead of ounces. It's got to be, or instead of kilos or whatever.
Underscore B1 Azer says, oh, that's pretty cool. So rules are flexible, I guess. Here you are not allowed to use feeders, and I know in the UK you are not allowed to use barbed hooks.
Yeah, we're not that strict on them. But yeah, so you catch a fish, you show your scale that's zeroed out. Damn it, I still got the scale here. I didn't put that in the box. You show the scale, having it zeroed out. You weigh the fish in a net, preferably. Show the weight. And then you got to get a clip, and then you got to show the fish after you get the weight. And then somebody in your community or yourself have to clip it, and showing the zero, the weight, and the fish. And then you submit that clip into the Discord, and then whoever's judging it will judge it. And if it's accepted, then it gets added to your bag. Actually, if you type exclamation point madfish, MADFISH, oh here, let me do it. Oops.
Maya Cowboy says you are allowed to use barbed hooks, just some fisheries require yo to use non-barbed.
There you go. There's the Discord link for the Madfish Discord. In there you can find the rules, the standing, the prizes, or the bounties, if you will. You can see it all in there if you want to check it out. They'll be doing another tournament here once this one ends. I believe it ends next week. I'm not sure. They'll be doing another one later on in the year, which is the 5x5 tournament, which is you're allowed 5 carp and 5 catfish. So you can get a five bag of fish for carp and a 5 bag of fish for catfish, and then you can combine them, or the combined weight of both wins prizes in different categories and stuff. All right, let's see. Who is out fishing that we can send you guys off to? Loki? Yeah, we'll do that.
_B1Azer says that is pretty cool. Thank you for the update and answers.
Yeah, no problem. I'm gonna see if I can raid you guys over to Loki. I don't know if he's actually catching fish today. I know he's doing free boat rides, so we're gonna send you guys over there if it works. Hey, it worked. All right. And once that kicks off, you guys appreciate you guys hanging out. We'll be going live again later this week. I don't know what we'll be fishing for. We'll probably be fishing for carp since we've got carp bait.
Simple says Chesapeake Bay. No fish.
No fish yet? It figures. That's Loki. What do you expect?
Swedish Pimple says have a great afternoon on.
Yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate it. Again, we'll be out again later this week. So if you haven't hit that follow button, make sure you hit that ding dong, motherfucking ding dong. Let you guys know when I'm going live. I don't know when this raid's going to kick off. I'm sure it'll trigger by itself eventually. Because I know when the raid goes through because it stops my stream. So yeah, you guys want to check out the next adventure, hit that follow button. And damn it, I threw my fucking mic case up there too, didn't I? Oh, my sunburn is peeling.